over at Cradle Liberals. The excellently organised Tony Paget competition was won by Peter Dunkley. He took off the £600 first prize there a couple of weeks ago. I believe that competition is going to have a £1,000 first prize next year, so I'm sure that that'll be well worth entering. Anthony Bracken as well won a new tournament at the Beaufort, £500 first prize, which was excellently run by Sarah Wedgbury over there. Over at Chadgemore, the Chris Brown won the Les Evans Memorial by beating Carl Fielding in the final. But making the real news on that day was Anne Roberts from Lancaster, Anne who reached the semi-finals with some excellent wins against the Welsh star John Bailey, against Graham Wilson, and against Paul Bailey, which shows the ladies can really compete with the men. And I'm delighted to say we've actually got Anne Roberts on the line now. Good evening, Anne.
Good evening, Mel.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. Welcome to Talking Bowls.
Thank you very much.
You certainly made the headline to Chadgemore, huh?
Well, yes, it seems so. I think the men got a bit of a shock, really. I think they overdosed on testosterone before they set off, and yes, it was a good day.
You must have been, very proud to have reached that stage of the competition.
I was, certainly was. I mean, I always go into a competition thinking I've got a chance of winning, but certainly not in something like an invitation, especially not that one at Chadgemore. Yeah. I just wanted to keep my head down, not show myself up, and see how well I could do.
I suppose in the end, I mean, you lost 21-20 in the semi-final to Chris Brown. I suppose you're perhaps a little bit, disappointed to have got that close to the final.
Not really, no, because I was really pleased with the way I played, and Chris played really well, and he struck really well, and he deserved to win. But no, I was really pleased with that. I played well. If I'd have played a bit ropey, then I would have been hacked off.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. So on that morning, then, Anne, you jump in your car in Lancaster at 7:30 in the morning, whatever time it was, when you're travelling down. What was in your mind? Did you think, I fancy I can win that today, or did you just think, well, I'm playing against the top men, I just don't want to disgrace myself?
Yeah, I think the second. I didn't want to disgrace myself. When I played in it before, I played in it twice before, as you know, and I've won the first round each time. And basically, I just felt I've got to win that first game, and then I seemed to relax for the second game. This year on my way down, I was thinking, try and win that second game, head down, get on with it. And so I didn't think about winning the competition, I just kept thinking, right, you've won this one, try and win the next one.
Going back to that first game, we must mention it, Anne, although John Barry wouldn't appreciate it probably, but 21-0 against the guy who won the Champion of Champions. I mean, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, he just seemed to... I think he probably looked down the sheet and thought, heck, I've got the woman. And I can appreciate that that's difficult, but, if he'd have given me a little bit more respect as being, a decent bowler, then he might have done better, but I think he just got his knickers in a twist, really, and, he just went from bad to worse, basically. He didn't play at all.
No. And you followed that up, you beat Paul Bailey. Now, Paul, obviously, All-Man champion, and he has a lot of knowledge of the green, but again, you didn't seem to have too much problem?
No, again, he did a lot of striking, but he wasn't really, he wasn't hitting them. And then I think he again got a bit wound up, and and I just kept, as I say, just kept my head down and focused on my game.
And what about playing Graham Wilson? Country's number one.
Well, yeah. I mean, he actually said to me about the fourth end in. Did you really beat John Bailey to nil? And I said, yeah. And he said, oh. Just mumbled and carried on.
No, but I watched that game. I thought you bowled terrific in that, and the 3 or 4 ends where you was just beating 6-inch leads at Graham's, and you just seemed as if you could sort of throw them left-handed, right-handed anywhere in that particular game.
I think I'm like the three men that I beat. I played the bowls rather than the player, and I really, really tried to concentrate on doing that and just playing well and playing my game and not being harassed or, you know, barracked, or I just got my head down and tried to do my best.
Yeah. I mean, you seem very comfortable on the green. There's no sign of nerves. Every year we invite a lady into this particular event, and one or two of them come down and they're really nervous, but you just seem very comfortable. Do you have any nerves at all on the day?
Oh yeah, there's always a lot of adrenaline and a little bit of nerves, but I think that helps. You've got to have a little bit of edge, haven't you? Or
That's right.
you know, and on the day, bowls